Good morning, children. Welcome back to your English class. So today we are going to learn about a poem, Rabbit and Lark, written by James Reeves. Okay, so open your English literature books to page number 44. What is the name of the poem? It's Rabbit and the Lark, written by James Reeves. So James Reeves is the poet of the poem Rabbit and Lark. Okay, so what is this poem about? Let me ask you all one question. Children, do you all have friends? Yes, we all have friends and we love to have friends amongst us, okay? So that we can share, we can play, we can enjoy with our friends. So even this poem, Rabbit and the Lark, is the poem of two friends. There lived two friends called Rabbit and Lark. Okay, so these are two friends, Rabbit and Lark. They are talking to each other. Now, what do you mean by this word called lark? What is lark? Lark is a kind of a bird who sings lovely. Okay, and rabbit, you all know rabbit very well. Where do rabbits live? Rabbit lives under the ground. They dig into the ground. They make burrows under the ground and they live there. So this is the poem about two friends called Rabbit and Lark. So these are two friends who are talking to each other. See, can you see this picture? This is a rabbit and this is the picture of a lark. Okay. So what is the theme of this poem? The theme of this poem is Rabbit wants Lark to come down and live on the ground, like how the rabbit lives in burrows. But what does a lark want? Lark wants rabbit to come on the trees and live there so that they can fly up in the sky. But what happens? Both of them cannot do that. Neither the rabbit can go climb up the tree and stay there, nor the lark can come onto the ground and live under the ground in burrows like the rabbit. So, lark wants him to come on the trees and rabbit wants the lark to come in the burrows and stay. So, they live there, fly up in the sky. So, both of them cannot do. So, God has made them different. God has made rabbit also different and even lark also different. At last, both of them agree as they are living and they remain to be friends. Is that clear, children? Okay, now let's start the poem Rabbit and Lark. Under the ground, it's rumbly and dark and interesting, said Rabbit to the Lark. So, what did the rabbit say to the lark? The rabbit said, come under the ground, it's rumbly. Now, what do you mean by the word rumbly? Rumbly means deep rolling sounds. Is that clear? See, can you see this? The word rumbly, it means deep rolling sounds. Under the ground, it's rumbly and dark and interesting, said Rabbit to the lark. So, the rabbit is asking the lark to come and stay under the ground. How is it? It is deep rolling and sounds. The moment you roll, you get the sounds. But what did the lark say to the rabbit? The lark is telling, oh rabbit, come on my friend, come up in the sky. And how it is, there is lot of space, there is plenty of room. What do you mean by the word plenty of room? Plenty of room means lot of space and it's airy and high. And there is lot of air over here. You can feel the fresh air. And till where it is up in the sky. So the lark is asking the rabbit to come up in the sky as there is lot of space, there is plenty of room and it's high and airy. Okay, so let's see what did the rabbit reply. Then again it says, under the ground it's warm and dry. Won't you live with me? Was rabbit's reply. What did rabbit reply? Rabbit replied that you come lark, you come under the ground. And how is it under the ground? It is warm and dry. So it's telling you come down, we can stay nicely. How it is, the ground is warm and dry. So please come and live with me. You don't want to live with me? Come with me, let's live together. This was a reply given by the rabbit. And let's see what did the lark answer. The air's so sunny, I wish you would agree, said the little lark, to live with me. So what did the lark tell the rabbit? It say, the air is so sunny, it is so hot, okay, and it's sunny. So why don't you come with me? You please agree my words, you come and you stay with me on the trees. This was the answer given by the lark to the rabbit. Then what did the rabbit say? But under the ground and up in the sky, larks can't burrow nor rabbits fly. See, under the ground and up in the sky, that is, under the ground the lark cannot come and stay, and the rabbit cannot go up in the sky and stay on the trees. Larks can't burrow nor rabbits fly. So what did the rabbit reply? It said that the larks can't come and stay in the burrows under the ground, nor the rabbits can fly like the larks fly up in the sky. So this was the answer given by the rabbit. The rabbit says that larks cannot stay on the trees and rabbits cannot fly. So this is the picture of the rabbit. Can you see, children? See how cute the rabbit is. See, this is rabbit brown in color and this is white. And look at the lark. Have you seen this bird, lark, children? So this is a kind of a bird which sings lovely. Is that okay? So these are the pictures of lark and rabbit. Now let's see what happens. So skylark over and rabbit under, they had to settle and to live as under. So what? The lark has to stay up in the sky, it is over, and the rabbit has to stay under, that is on the ground. So they had to settle somewhere or the other. The lark in the sky, on the trees, and the rabbits under the ground. Okay, so they had to settle to live as under. What do we mean by the word as under? Means separate. The rabbit had to live separately, and even the lark had to live separately. So skylark over and rabbit under, they had to settle to live as under. So what do you mean by the word as under? It means separate. And often these two friends meet with a will. So what do you mean by this? That is, at last both the friends, the rabbit and the lark, what did they all decide? They both decided to meet together and they decided to have a talk. They decided to have a chat. Which place? On the top of the hill. Is that clear? So both the two friends, they meet on the top of the hill to chat. They both together. And often these two friends meet with a will. Will in the sense what? W-I-L-L, will. Can you see in this? Will means what? It's a decision or a choice. So both of the friends, they decide to meet on the top of the hill for a chat. For a chat together on the top of the hill. So at last both of them, they have a chat, and what did they all decide? At last they agree as they are living and be friends. So the lark lives on the trees and the rabbit lives on the ground, that is, it digs and it lives in the burrows below the ground. So both of them, they have decided to agree as they are living and they remain to be friends forever. Because rabbits cannot stay up in the sky and lark cannot stay under the burrows. So both of them, they meet on the top of the hill, they have a chat and they decide that they agree as they are living and be friends forever. So this is the summary of the poem Rabbit and the Lark. Is that clear, children? Now I want you all to repeat the poem along with me. Is that clear? I am going to read the poem, recite the poem, listen carefully and repeat with me. Rabbit and Lark, written by James Reeves. Under the ground it's rumbly and dark and interesting, said Rabbit to Lark. Said Lark to Rabbit, up in the sky there's plenty of room and it's airy and high. Under the ground it's warm and dry, won't you live with me? was Rabbit's reply. The air's so sunny, I wish you would agree, said the little lark, to live with me. But under the ground and up in the sky, larks can't burrow, nor rabbits fly. So skylark over and rabbit under, they had to settle to live as under. And often these two friends meet with a will for a chat together on top of the hill. So this is about your poem Rabbit and the Lark. So listen carefully, children, and try to repeat this poem along with me. You have to recite this poem. And after this, I'm going to post even question and answers. Kindly write down all the question and answers neatly and clearly in your English notebooks. Is that clear?